Hello, my name is Agatha, and this is an astrological reading for the month of July 2016 for the sign of Virgo. The new moon happens on the 4th of July at 12 degrees and 54 minutes of the sign Cancer, and then the full moon happens on the 19th of July at 27 degrees of the sign of Capricorn. In your case, Virgo, this new moon in Cancer happens on your 11th house. So there could be a new beginning connected to friendships. There could be like a new friendship coming into your life. There could he or she could be even someone younger than you, could be a female. There could be or you could decide to join a organization, a group that deals with helping others who cannot help themselves, and these people who cannot help themselves could be younger people, could be for instance, young mothers. So you could be connected to that sort of group or organization. If this new beginning has nothing to do with you, it could be connected with a friend of yours. So he or she might become a mother. He or she might, start his own family or her own family, or move to a different house, for instance. Some new beginning connected to a friendship. In other cases, others could, see the ending of a love relationship, and then you might find there's a lot of emotional support from your group of friends. If it's not a group of friends, from whatever organization that you belong to. What else? This can also mean that maybe if you are partnered, if you have a spouse or a partner, you may find that the group that you belong to, or the friends that are your friends, help your spouse or your partner, kind of inspire them or her, or help him out or help her out. If there's any type of problems with addiction, if it's not addiction, it could be mental problems or any type of thing. You might find that your friends are really helpful in helping him or her, or whatever group or organization you belong to will also help your partner or your spouse. If it's not that, it could be that you are delineating long-term plans connected with your family. Imagine that you are about to become a mother or a father, for instance, and you realize that you need a bigger house. So you might start, in 2 years' time you need to move to another place. So you start making plans already to make that true. So this is the new moon, and then the full moon, which means something that comes to an end or a culmination, not necessarily an end, happens on the 5th house. So for some of you it could actually mean the end of a romantic relationship. Yes, and it could happen rather suddenly. For some it could even mean the death of someone that they're seeing. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I hope it doesn't. Okay. Generally, I'm seeing something that maybe you have a fight or something like that, and then the relationship just ends. Others, it could be rather shocking that the fact that it doesn't end, the relationship might move on to the next level, and maybe the person whom you are seeing approaches you, or you approach that person, him or her, and you have a conversation, and suddenly you decide, okay, this is we are dating, we are boyfriend or girlfriend, or you decide to be engaged. Whatever, you can move on to the next stage of the relationship rather quickly, rather suddenly. If it's not that, it could be something to do with luck. You play on the in Europe we have Euro Millions, which is an European game, and every week you can win about 7 million euros, which is a lot. Okay, I now in other countries, it could be something like that, you play something, you play €1, £1, $1, whatever, and you can win a lot. So it could be that for some of you, you do that and you have like a very major lottery. That's the word that I was looking for, lottery win. Or you can have like a very major unexpected, if you play the markets, the stock market or something like that, you can have like something rather unexpectedly, you can win big. However, because this is a square between the full moon and Uranus in the 8th house, don't go insane, don't go berserk, because it could mean the opposite. It could mean like a very surprising loss. So whatever you cannot afford to lose, do not play it. Don't play it. Don't play rent money on the lottery. Don't play rent money or money you cannot afford to lose on the stock market, because you could be really surprised in a very negative way. So be very careful with it. Another way that it can be read, this lunation on the 5th house, it could be connected with your children, with your daughter or son. He or she might, for instance, break up with a boyfriend or girlfriend, and it could happen rather suddenly. If it's not that, it could be connected with the his or her professional area or school, or personal life or health life. It's something could happen to him or her, not necessarily bad. It could be something rather unexpected. For instance, imagine that he or she wins a big lottery prize, for instance, and suddenly at the age of 21 he or she has the money to buy his own place or her own place. That is rather sudden, isn't it? That is positive, but it happened like that. Or he or she might get the news that that the job that he or she wanted and applied for, so your kid applied to a certain type of job but thought, okay, they will never pick me, and suddenly he or she gets the news that he or she was picked. So that's rather surprising. Another thing that can be rather surprising is pregnancy. So if you don't want to be pregnant, protect yourself. If it's not you, it could be one of your kids. But I don't know, I mean, it could be like a grown kid, this kid could be 40 years old, for instance, and maybe they had already had children and didn't want to have any more, and suddenly there's the news that you're going to be a grandmother or grandfather again. So it could be many different things, okay? Virgo, this is the reading that I have for you. I hope you have a great month. This is a very general reading. If you'd like a personal consultation, please send an email to duniazada@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to work with you. That's it. Bye-bye.